you join us on another day. Probably not another day for you, but eagle-eyed viewers will notice I am wearing a different t-shirt, which means it's a different day. The 190E is still in the exact same position as you last saw it, but we're back today with some new fittings. Because all the old fittings...
Oh, we're over here now, are we? We're on a bit of a side quest. We're going to use some liquid PTFE for this. Because apparently if you use the tape, it can get stuck in the valves, the manifold. So I'm obviously using some high quality Flowmaster, which is for your household plumbing situation. But it does say suitable for gas and compressed air. So
it's not a bodge if it works.
So we'll put that in there. And I need to get the right spanner. We'll do this in there. Now, these are tapered threads, so the thread in theory should seal, but it's good to put a little bit of tape or something on there. Just can be put on the fronts. We can put this little thing on the back and the top, line the bolts up, and then the fitting will just hook out the side. So you probably want an elbow for this sort of type. So I'm going to do the top, mount that top bracket back to this, and then we will mount that bag to the arm. We have decided to put the top sort of bush on this one. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Yet to decide, but we are going to run probably so the airline faces towards the back. So it's going to sit down there somewhere, and annoyingly I'm now going to have to sit on the floor as well.
What's the torque spec on that?
Probably that. What's that, like 100 newtons maybe?
Yeah, I'd say so.
So I need to do that up. I need to check these are tight, and then go and do the other side.
Potentially going to fall on you. Would you rather it be the 190E or the Lexus LS400?
At least the line the Lexus would kill me.
True.
In there. And then it's actually the suspension bolt from an LS400, but it has the same shoulder on it, and it's high tensile, so it should be fine, he says. God. So that's going to go in the rear bag. So let's spin that in. Spin the wheel of fortune. That's in. So probably I'll probably set something like that. Pull back. We can mount this somewhere. We obviously want Mac to not be doing that. Push that back through there. We probably need to mount that up there, somewhere like that, so it doesn't twist. Yeah?
Yeah.
So we'll put one of the mounts up there with a little screw. So I have bought a 3D printer recently because I'm cool like that. Which now means I 3D print everything we ever need, like blue roll holder, glove dispenser with a glove box to fit into. And also, that means I've also then printed some tube mounts for, I might have got a bit overboard how many I've done, but I've printed all of these little tube clips for Olly's lines. Now all of them cost me 70p, so obviously there's loads, there's about 20 I think. They don't look the best finish, but it doesn't matter.
They're going to be under the car.
So they should hopefully clip over the 1/4 line. So what it means is we can clip, oh, that's lovely, isn't it? That into there, and then hook that up there like that.
Beautiful.
That's going to be beautiful, isn't it? And then if we ever need to service it, clip it out. So we've run the lines, used the clips to clip out the way of the exhaust on this side, and this side runs and clips up there. So now we need to run the ones all the way to the front. So I think we're actually going to work our way probably back. I think might be the best plan. So
just running the lines for the front passenger side.
please don't crush me to death. Will do.
We're just cable tying the air lines to the brake lines.
You don't know what I've risked.
If only you had a creeper to lay on.
Yeah, no, you were going to roll it under, would you? I done it the word stylishly. Get over this bar. It's like a massage chair. Oh, oh, oh.
Accidentally hits the quick release and the car just drops. Oh, your back is well dirty.
Oh my god, I've breathed in so much shit. Where should we put this? I think this is going to have to go all the way up. Or maybe this wasn't the best idea I've ever had. Because I'm going to have to push all of this up. Hello mate, we're back again. Something's on my lens, brilliant. We don't want to run the lines near the exhaust, so I think we're going to run through this. There's a grommet here with I think the brake line comes. Oh no, the pad wear sensor comes through actually. So we're going to chuck it through there. Hopefully end up here. Run the line onto the other side, and then run the line probably with the other one underneath the car, maybe.
I think
that's the plan.
I think that's going to be the easiest way.
So I'm going to just try.
Should have enough meterage. So, for the front driver's side, there wasn't much space to run the lines underneath the car. So what we have done is we've run the line up into the engine bay. We've gone through a grommet that was already on the firewall, run it along the back of the engine, down grommet opposite side, and we've run it the same way as the passenger side, connected to the brake lines. So everything is now plumbed up. As far as we know, it is correctly put in the manifold. We've also taken the liberty to calm down. We have mounted the tank on a plank of wood. And what I've done is I've just used the original boot carpet, and we've mounted through the carpet onto a plank of wood. Tank is all plumbed in, so now all we have to do is turn the ignition on, see if the tank fills up with air, pressurise the bags, make sure there's no leaks, and we've plumbed it up right and make sure the control controls each wheel correctly.
There you go. So the tank reading on there?
Tank too low.
Yep.
Tank too low.
Yeah, it will be.
1 psi.
Yeah.
2 psi. So basically, Rob put the
you did it wrong.
Rob put the airlines to the wrong thing, and it was exhausting to the incomer. So
that's going to build up now.
what should it be?
I don't know. Is it
100 psi.
150, 60 probably. So we'll wait for that build up, and then we'll pressurise each corner separately and see what happens.
Putting the car back together now. Tested the tank, seems to be holding pressure for a short amount of time that we've tested it for. Wheels back on. Interior pieces are just going back in now. Oh, there he is. And then we're going to get it outside the unit, air it up on its wheels, and see how it looks. Start setting up the presets, etc., etc. So, seems to be relatively the same as what we left it at.
Okay, cool. Right, let's start the car then. See if the car still starts. Do you want that?
Right, so
Okay, so Oh, what I'll do is I'll lower it to the ground then, and then we'll have to air it up to get off the ramp.
There we have it. The air is finally installed on my car. It's sort of fully aired out the front at the minute. I think we could go a couple of PSI on the rear, but even with standard wheels, I'm very happy with how that's looking now. And it's quite fun to play with it. I'm sure it'll get boring after a couple of weeks, but it looks sick, so I don't really care. All right, as always, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, stay hydrated, do handstands, and check out the next series of videos where we'll be doing an air install to Rob's LS400. And then we got 2 new projects coming. Oh, stay tuned.